Hey, Mama Miles. Yeah, I know you told her to bring your son back if she didn't know how to treat him. I know. Yeah. Oh, hold on a sec. Hold on. Hey, Mama Karen. Okay. Cause see, I got Mama Miles on the other end, and she said that she had told Karen to bring her son back if she didn't know how to treat him, and yeah, just drop him right on back out at home. But see, I'm glad you talked to her. And see, yeah, that massage thing, that was a good thing. Yeah, she trying. She said she trying. You know, I'm gonna give a little bit, but yeah, she say she trying because the people out here in the audience, they finna, yeah, it's almost a wrap for, yeah, Twitter going in. Yeah, they going in hard on her. But yeah, that massage, that was a good thing. That was a good, you the bomb. Yeah. All right. Talk to you later. Mama Miles, yeah, I think we got, this may be it, Mama Miles. This may be it. It may be a turning point. So yeah. All right. Okay. Well, let me go and get back to the show. I appreciate you. All right. Have a good one. All right, then, you guys. So y'all just heard all of that, with the mamas, and we're gonna see how this thing go. Welcome back to another review of Marriage and what this is. Yeah, they got me out. Love at first sight. All right, yeah, Marriage at first sight. It's something like that. All right, you guys, let's go. Hi, welcome back to our channel. My name is Kourtney, and my husband Eddie is not on this particular review because I do this particular one solo. All right, you guys, if this is your first time joining this channel, let me tell you what this channel is all about, because I know you want to know. This channel is about Kourtney and Eddie. We do reactions, we do reviews, and we do relationship topics. And right now I'm doing, what's the name of this? Married at First Sight. There's so many other reviews that I was doing. This is called Married at First Sight, and the name of it is Deal Breaker. So if you guys have not tuned into this series or this season, it is pretty good, I would say. It's pretty good. So before we get into it, y'all already know, if you have not joined this amazing family, make sure that you do what? Hit that subscribe button. Make sure that you like this video if you like it once you watch it in its entirety. And make sure that you what? Comment down below. Y'all, these comments be jumping. I don't know what y'all be doing, but these comments be jumping. I am so grateful for everybody that comments on these videos. And if you're watching this via Facebook, make sure that you do what? Like as well as follow. And on all social media sites, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, make sure you do what? Comment. Let's get it started in the comment section. All right, you guys. So before we get into that, I know you guys have been asking me. You asked me on, I think, a couple of videos ago, or about what t-shirt I was rocking. I got this t-shirt from Print Focused. I want to make sure I say the name right. Print Focus. You can follow them on IG. They gifted me with this nice shirt. It's a woman, and it's called Elevation. And that last shirt I wore was I Am My Ancestors' Wildest Dream. I love that t-shirt. I am my ancestors' wildest dreams, because really and truly, if it wasn't for my ancestors and what they fought for, I'm sure they never imagined me being a black female being on TV. Basically, YouTube is television. So yeah, so y'all go and make sure that y'all check it out. I will drop his IG, their IG, down in the comment section. All right. Okay, now we got all formalities out the way. Let's get into this. Woo! Karen. But see, I think your mama got you straight. Okay, so let's go and get into it. All right, so it starts out with the couples, they're waking up and they are enjoying just being married. Everybody waking up doing what married folks do. Wake up, teeth, gums need brushed and all that stuff or whatever with morning breath. Amelia and Woody wake up and they're in the bathroom, or they wake up and, I just love, Amani. I'm so sorry. I just love Amani's hair. I mean, I love beautiful natural hair, and she just looks good with it. So whatever style she is, she's a beautiful woman. So he was talking about, she was talking about her hair and how she, rocked different hairstyles, and like he never know what he gonna get. So of course he was looking at her and stuff like this. Like she was showing flesh. So I guess Woody just, being a man, I guess. So let's move on to Christina and Henry. They was folding towels, and everybody's just kind of like in their married folks element of just doing household chores and duties. And she just said that Henry is getting more and more adorable. So she is they're still in an awkward place, but she is liking the places that they're going. So Amelia and Bennett, they're writing down their chores. I guess Bennett, decided to come up with chores. And it seems like that Amelia is not a clean freak. She's more messy, and he's more of a clean, neat type of person. And so he made these chores, or these different things, the things that she do, the things that he do. And it just seems like, she may be getting up under his skin, and it could have been the editing, but he was just like, ooh, you're laughing a lot or whatever. So what was shocking to me, I don't know about you guys, but what was a little shocking to me is that Amelia is more of, I want to say, like Olivia. It seems like she's the money maker, and she made it be known in this episode that off camera that she makes the money. So she thought that he would spend time more so focused on chores and household things versus her going out there and making the money, because she said when she goes to residency, she's gonna be tired and she's not gonna be into chores. So she said, I don't know how long these chores, designating chores is gonna last, but she's gonna be going to residency and she's gonna be too tired to dump some chores. So she's the one making all the money. So sound like Benny gonna be a house husband. So that's something that they really truly need to explore, because they're gonna have to talk about that. Okay, so let's move on to the boring couple, Olivia and Brett. Yes, they are boring. I got it wrote down here, boring. Okay, so they waking up, boring, and they trying to adjust the sheets, boring, and they just talking about the things that they're gonna have to do, like go get groceries and stuff like that, boring. Okay, and one thing Olivia did say is that she always dreamed of marriage is just, it sounds to me like Olivia wants to have a companion more so than somebody to be married to. How you may have, they say older people, they just got a companion. It doesn't really seem like she necessarily wants to be married, because her idea of the person, I don't know. It just, she always said, I want somebody I can travel with. Well, you can do that with friends. You can find you a good guy friend to do that with. I want to travel with somebody. I want to go to dinner. I want to go. So she wants to do all this stuff. See, her idea of marriage to me is a little warped. It's not realistic. It is very fantasy. It's very TV, but it's not real life. So that's what she said, that, her idea, she even said that is more complicated than what she even expected. So when they was talking about the sheets and all that stuff, put it down here and all that stuff, it was getting on her nerve. But it's not too much that Brett do that don't get on her nerves. So now let's move on to Miles and Karen. So as we know from the last episode, she did say that she felt unsafe, and I forgot to talk about that, but that was a big thing in the comments. If this does not work out for Miles and Karen, I have been very hopeful. I've never really said that Karen was not attracted to Miles. I always knew that she was. I can tell by her body language. I can tell by her smiles that she's attracted to him. She's definitely attracted to him. Now, does she have this fear? Yes, she has this fear. Will she self-sabotage? Yes, she would. But I can tell that there was an attraction there. But yeah, so a lot of people in the comments, they went ham on her. They went ham on her Twitter, whatever social media sites Karen was in, they were in for her. And if it does not work out and Miles and her are not going to go through with it on the decision day, she might as well go ahead and get a witness protection program, because girlfriend is not going to be safe in these streets. And I mean that because it's going to take a while for people to get out their feelings, because right now people are in their feelings. And I'm not saying in the streets. Let me say she's not going to be safe when it comes to social media. So she's going to have to shut down everything, because Miles is a fan favorite. He really and truly is, and Karen is not. So yeah, it's gonna be a little tough for her. But anyway, so let's keep going. Okay, so Karen, she's talking about how she went and stayed at her place, and she went home. She said she felt unsafe. He crossed the lines, he crossed, borders and stuff like that, and she really and truly just went home. So he's coming in and just kind of cleaning up around the house, and he was saying that Karen didn't come home last night. She stayed at her place, and he had all this anxiety and stuff like that because one, he didn't know whether he should call her, is she okay, blah blah blah. And so yeah, she just said he crossed lines, he crossed the borders. She's now questioning his intentions and everything, and I'm like, girl, stop. You need to stop. You act like that man touched you inappropriately. It was a joke. You said yourself jokingly, should I just put it on the calendar? He was like, oh yeah, let's put it on the calendar. You made the assumption, should you do that? So I'm just trying to see where it came out of left field. Is it something that we did not see? Did it go further than what we actually saw? But from what we saw, we knew you was joking, and we knew he was joking. So come on, I don't know. I really and truly got a little tense when she started saying all that. And if y'all notice the songs that they be playing, y'all got to pay attention to the songs, because I be writing down. The song they was playing, they said, we moving in circles and stuff like that. And that's basically what they're doing. So Miles said that, he did say that he was joking around. And I think that they are in quarantine, the confessionals and stuff, because they did talk about it a little on here. And so Miles said that he was just joking around, and they were being more affectionate at that time. And so that's basically what he was talking about. He doesn't like hurting people. He definitely doesn't want to hurt her, somebody that he cares about. So Karen says she's just not sure if she'll ever get past this. Girl, bye. Make me bend up my notebook. All right, that was my little had to get it out. All right, so let's move on to Amani and Woody. And Amani, they was doing, of course, household chores and stuff like that, stuff we do. I had to, I went in there and put my husband's clothes in the washer and stuff like that. That's stuff married folks do. You do stuff like that for your mate. Okay, so she was washing clothes or getting clothes washed, and he had his pile of stuff, and she said, did you separate it? And I'm like, girl, can't you separate it? Like, ain't number two, y'all. What's the separate? It's just a little pile. They all look like they was colored clothes, so what's the separate? Okay. And so I guess they have to just do chitter chat on the show. So Woody was he's more of a morning person. So she's not a morning person. She says she stayed up late. I don't know if she's on vacation or she took a hiatus until this is over with. So evidently she can stay up late, or maybe she worked from home. I don't know. And so she said she was staying up late watching movies. But I guess at that time he was asleep. So she's a morning person, and she's more of a night owl, I guess. So he was up there cooking and stuff like that. So it sounds like they, seems like Woody like to cook, and that's good. Okay, so they were talking about the C virus. And Amani was saying, that they were out of hand sanitizer and stuff like that, and it seems like it's getting, things are getting kind of bad. And so anyway, they talked about whoopings, growing up, and spankings and stuff like that. And she said she never got a whooping. And so Woody said, yeah, he used to get a whooping every day. So she was like, well, I don't agree with whooping your children. I think that, it's corporate punishment, and stuff like that. But I disagree. But to each his own. But she's very serious about whipping her children, not whooping. And she said that if they have children and Woody whooped their children, she said she gonna get a divorce. Like, she is not with that. She don't believe in stuff like that. And I would say those are things that you talk about during the dating process. But yeah, they in the dating process, but they just so happen to be married. So I don't know how that's gonna go. I think they will have to come to a common ground. Because I do, and you guys may disagree with me in the comments, but I don't believe in, beating your children. I do believe in there's some kind of punishment. I do believe in, trying to steer your children in the right direction as far as whipping. So maybe what she saw was actually beating, but I do agree with, making sure, your children, whipping from time to time. Okay. All right. Let's move past that because that ain't what you talk about. All right. So let's move on to the boring couple. Y'all already know who they are. Olivia and Brett. Okay. Boring. Okay. So they doing rock climbing. Yarn fest. And, anyway, for the first time that Olivia seemed like she was smiling when he was going up there and stuff like that. So I seen the smile. Didn't stay long. She said that he said you don't have to worry about having kids because he got this that rock climbing, the string so tight. So she's like, you got to worry about having kids. So she was like, ooh, good. That's a good thing because she don't want kids, at least not right now. So she said that now she's understanding why they are together. She's starting to feel like, they going somewhere and some things are being accomplished and all that stuff. And she feels hopeful for the future. And we'll see later that their hope was short-lived. Okay, so let's move back on to Karen and Miles. So she came back to the apartment and everything. So she wants to have a sit down with Miles, and she basically wants to talk her feelings out and just kind of let him know what happened and how he made her feel. So she's telling Miles how her feelings were hurt and how she feels unsafe, and she feels that she was unsafe and she didn't feel protected, and that's why she went to her own apartment, and that she feels like it should have never, those boundary lines should never been crossed. I felt like she's saying you made me feel some type of way. You made me feel like you were pressuring me into, having sex and stuff. We just had our first kiss, but now you're just rushing into having sex. Of course, we know that totally is falsehood. That was not even the case. It was a joke. A joke. And so she said, I feel some type of way. I have all this stuff that I'm on the inside of me, and I wanted to let you know my feelings. And Miles did apologize, and I felt sorry for Miles apologizing, to be honest. I felt like he shouldn't have had to apologize. It put Miles back in a box where I think he was eventually coming out of the box, and now he's having to, tap dance around her feelings. So I felt like that kind of put Miles in a shell, because who's to say the next thing that you play with, say, do, she'll just go ham and just leave. Why she had to leave when she could have just easily talked about it? You didn't feel that unsafe. Anyway. You could have said, well, can you sleep on the couch and I stay in the bed? No, I don't know. I don't know what kind of issues Karen got, but I think she has some very deep issues that she needs to really get therapy on, because if you're in a marriage and you get into it, and something happens, what you gonna do? Go get a hotel room instead of actually sitting down talking it out? I think her saying I feel unsafe was an excuse for her to leave, and even tell the camera crew or the production, the team, that hey, I feel unsafe, I gotta go, and to get herself together. Maybe she had to cry, maybe she had to call her mama. I'm just saying, y'all know, y'all seen the intro. Maybe she had to talk some things out, cause I believe somebody talked to her. She kind of snapped back too. From you going to being unsafe to now doing other stuff. So he said that he would do what it takes to earn his trust back. That part didn't make me feel too good at all. I really didn't. I don't think that, me personally, don't think Miles did anything wrong, nor is he doing anything wrong. I think he's going super uber slow with her, and even him going slow is too fast. Yeah. All right, so let's see. Now let's move on to where the couples were actually joining each other and they were eating crawfish. I don't know if y'all ever had crawfish, but I have, and I like it. Now it's tedious, it's messy, but I like it. Yeah. So anyway, so they was eating crawfish, and I guess some of it, was spicy, but of course this is New Orleans, And they were talking about, you know, the different things that each couple is doing. You know, the boring couple said, you know, that they I think she said she don't snore, anything like that. And yeah, you do, because y'all situation is a snoring fest. Haha. Yeah, it is. Okay, so they basically getting to know each other. So anyway, so Harry and Christina, and it seems to me like, I don't know if they have depicted as Woody and Amani as being the host couple. So they are actually talking, seems like, to other couples because they are the happiest. I think Bennett and Amelia are the same. So they are the host couples because they are the happiest. So they're trying to get to know the other unhappy couples and just trying to depict them and stuff like that. So Harry and Christina are eating and everything. And for a while they were silent. They was kind of quiet. But you know, they began to open up and talk about their date and everything and how everything went. And him was like, you know, they are really now getting back to the basics of things. I ain't never known they was not in the basics. It always been basic, but now they in basic. Okay. So Christina said, yeah, it's like now they're dating each other. And they was talking about the dance lessons, and he was saying that, you know, Christina, she was standing there, and he said, yeah, she was looking kind of sexy when she was doing her things and stuff. And so, you know, they was talking to Moody. They was talking to Woody, and Woody was like, okay, all right then, you know, here we're coming on now. He talking about his wife looking sexy and everything. That's good. So Amani was like, yes. So they are encouraging them, and they're excited because they don't want to be the only happy couple on the show. They don't want to be the one that, you know, they want to all be in good vibes and talking about, you know, each other's mate in a good way, not in a bad way. So so she said that she's starting to really and truly, she's starting to like him. So, you know, Christina's starting to like, and I told y'all, I've been saying it from the beginning that Henry is not who y'all think he is. Henry has a personality, has a sense of humor. I like Henry. I've always liked Henry. I thought, yeah, he was just awkward in his own skin, but I've always liked Henry. So let's move on to Brett and Amelia and Miles and Karen. So they doing what they call bocce ball or something like that. And it seems as though if they throw the ball the furthest, then whoever wins out the two couples, you know, they have to give each other a kiss and stuff like that. So it seems like, I guess, Miles was winning a lot, so Karen had to give him a kiss, you know, and they did something. I don't know. I just thought all this was corny and stuff like that. I really did. Because I think that Miles is having to do all of these extra things for Karen. He's having to go the extra mile for her. He's having to make sure that he doesn't cross any boundaries. He got to dot his I's, cross his T's, and cursive his L's, and you know, draw a diagram, and he got to go and cook, you know, a bacon biscuit. You know, I'm just saying he has to go to the extreme for her feelings. But what about his? You know, did she ever think that, you know, I apologize, maybe I went too far with that? And, you know, what about his? You know, so I don't know, she's just getting on my nerves. And this part right here, I didn't like it at all because it seemed awkward. Even when she was giving him a kiss, you know, you can kiss me right here, and she closed his eyes, she kissed him on the forehead, all that extra stuff. If you like the dude, just come out. Like, what are you afraid of? Now you married. So it's not like y'all on a first date, second date, just let it flow, let it go and let it flow, you know. So I don't know, it just, this part didn't make me feel good. I really didn't like the scene at all. It just seemed awkward because it seemed a lot of force. And so eventually, you know, with the last thing, you know, it was like, okay, what we gonna do? So Bennett was like, kiss on the lips maybe. I was like, oh my gosh, it's so elementary. And so anyway, so they did a kiss on the lips, and it was like she was gonna, he was like, come closer, 90%, come closer. And she was, nah, and she was like, yay. Oh, that was embarrassing to kiss your spouse, and then you look at somebody that's going like, yeah, I did it. It was cringeworthy, but I did it. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. That part I ain't like. Not to call her mom again. All right, so anyway, yeah, when Christina and them was at the thing, she said, I got something to tell y'all. Guess what? I'm pregnant. And I was like, Oh, okay. Henry drinking his beer like, okay, by who? Because it sure ain't me. By that last bad relationship you had when y'all had $5. Do you really think he gonna take care of baby? But of course she made light of it. It was funny. I guess she just always wanted to say that around a bunch of her couple friends. It's just something she had to get off her chest. All right, so let's move on to the Henry and Amani got a side talk. And in this side talk, she began to ask him questions. Of course, the producers put them up to it. So she asked him questions like, how do you feel about, you and Christina? How's it going? How do you feel about the affection? How is it hard to navigate through that? And basically what he said is hard to navigate through it. He said she's really, what his turn off with her is that she's rude to production. I told y'all production don't like her. She be rude to, she's been rude to them from day one. Yes, meds or no meds, girlfriend was rude to them. And so she said that he said that she was rude to him, and she's been very impatient with production, and you know what, production could have kept that part out there, but you see they left that in there. And that he said being impatient is basically a deal breaker for him. He said you got zero chances with him when it comes to you being impatient. Basically, I guess Henry said, you're not finna embarrass me. You're not finna act a monkey. You finna do none of that. I'm not finna be embarrassed. You up here finna act all wild and indignant. And I'm, quiet and mild mannered. So, that's a turn off for him. So he was like, nope, ain't gonna happen. So, of course, Amani told Christina what he said, and I guess all of this was had to be done. And he was like, well, being impatient is a deal breaker for him, and that's something that he can't tolerate. And so Christina was like, what, impatient? He never told me that. And I want to say, Christina, yes, he did tell you that. He told you. He may not have said it's a deal breaker and we not gonna make it, but he have told you that you are impatient and he don't like that. He said it. So you shouldn't be shocked at this. Why are you acting shocked in front of them? Because he said it was a deal breaker. Well, anyway. So she said, she feels weird because it seems like he's talking to other people and saying one thing, but to her, he's not saying anything. So why is he not talking to me? Why is he not saying these things? Well, he was asked the question, So anyway, so Christina, of course, get back to the house. And, he could tell she got an attitude. So she like, I bet you say, you ain't got your medicine. Did you take your pills today? And so, anyway, so Christina was talking, and she was basically telling him, hey, Amani told me what you said. You said that, I'm impatient, and being impatient is a deal breaker. And it's like she just totally went left. Somebody throw some pills down her throat. Because evidently she didn't take them. And so, and she was like, I'm not going to take these pills on purpose because I'm going to go in here and snap. And I want to feel all of it. And I want him to see all of it. She wants to know, are you genuine? Are you in this for the long haul? Are you just, in it just to glide on by? She said, because one thing about it, if you just doing this for the cameras, hey, she was like, you don't have to worry about, I'll be a butt for the cameras. And make you look like the golden child. So if you're just doing this for the cameras, hey, we can just make this work. But if you just being genuine, you just talk to me, tell me, what the issues is. Don't go and tell other people. And then one way with me, you're not telling me you're I'm sexy. You're not telling me these things. And so, we just lack communication, because one thing about it is that I want communication. That's a deal breaker for me. So if we're not communicating, then, basically this marriage is over. And I agree with her, but I don't see 100% of what Henry did that was completely wrong. Maybe some detailed things he should share with her, but I know she know that he said she was impatient. That's something that he said. Y'all had this big blow up about it. Then you come back and say, well, because you weren't on your medicine. Did you tell them that part, that you weren't on your meds? You didn't tell Money that. All right, so, and your bad attitude, did you tell her that? All right, so anyway, they had that big blow up and everything. And so, she was talking about, we got to communicate. We got to be in this. And so she wanted to know, do you see a future with me? And, Henry, that's Henry. That's Henry. So eventually, with all them he said no. He just like, I gotta go around the corner, go to the gas station, drop off the people that was in the ride in the back seat, and go around the corner, get 2 pints of milk, pick up some eggs, get back in the car, go home and cook it and fry it, and drink me a glass of milk. Then I'm gonna tell you no. All right. So basically, she said, where do we stand then? Where do we stand, Henry? Are you willing to try? Are you gonna give it 100%? What? So Henry was like, no, at this moment where we are, I don't see a future, but I'm willing to try. I'm willing to put in 100%. I'm willing to give it my all. The reason I came on here, because I wanted to be married. I wanted, somebody that I could spend the rest of my life with, because what I was doing wasn't working, but I'm willing to give it my all. So basically, he was saying, Christina, just bear with me. I'm as you can see, I'm taking steps and, baby steps, and you liking it. And we, so just have patience. All right. Let's move on to Karen and Miles. Don't make me call. All right. So, they sitting down. They came in and they're sitting down, and, after the bees ball, whatever it was that they was playing with Amelia and Bennett, they come in and they sit down and talk. And basically, they were saying, they showed a clip of them saying, do they feel like they're married? And she said, married-ish, just a little. And he was like, some days yes, some days no. Like he don't even know some things about her. And so I think he said it then that he don't know her favorite color. And so, they talked about her favorite color, and she actually knows his favorite color, which makes you think that she's actually paying attention to him more than we know. And so they was talking about shoes and all that stuff, whatever. So they got a chance and they were actually going to bed, which, some of you said, I don't know, somebody said that they probably don't even sleep in the same room, but I think they just got a 1-bedroom apartment and they just got one bed. Now, granted, somebody can sleep on the couch, but, yeah. And you see why Miles wants to be affectionate with his wife. Did y'all see Karen looked so cute? She really did. She went to bed cute. Come on now. Now, if you ain't into a man, honey, you is not gonna go to bed that cute. She went to bed cute. Y'all seen her with a little silk robe on and a hair still pent up and stuff like that. So this is why. So they got in the bed and they was talking about cuddling and stuff like that or whatever. In my mind, and I don't know if this would be playing in Miles' mind, but it would be almost a little PTSD of some kind of alert, like how far can he go? Can he cuddle? Can he touch? Can he put his foot on her? Can he put his hand? You know what I'm saying? That type of stuff. I noticed that when they were brushing their teeth, he had put his hand on her back, I guess, so she wouldn't come up. But I've noticed the affection that he's, gradually giving toward her. And if you pay attention sometimes, she also is affectionate with him. She's putting her hands on his arms or something like that or whatever. So, yeah. Let's get to that. So I thought that was good. So hey, the man want to be affectionate with his wife because she's beautiful. He said he still get butterflies with her. She's gorgeous. So anyway, so let's move on to Woody and Miles. And Woody, they're meeting up at the barbershop. So basically, they're talking about what transpired. So Woody and Miles are meeting up at the barbershop, and they're basically talking about, how's it going and catching up and stuff like that. And they're talking about, how their marriage life is going, and Woody is saying, how he told Amani that he loved, and he was like, you told her you love her? I was like, dude, I ain't never heard you tell no woman that before, which that is huge. And so he was like, yeah, man, I told her. I was like, at first I was like, man, I I can't be, but then he was like, nah, it's the truth, man. I love you for real. I do. I done fell in love with you. And so he was like, it kind of hurt his feelings that she didn't say it back. And so Miles was like, you know, he talked about his situation and everything, and said he would never think that they would be in the opposite ends. It would be more so that Miles would be in Woody's position. Woody would probably be in Miles' position, but it's switched. You know, Woody is, you know, they kind of like head over heels in love with each other, and, you know, their marriage is going good. And Miles, on the other hand, a bit like turtle. Not a turtle moves sometimes faster than that. What, caterpillar? I don't know. He moving super slow. So yeah, and he was saying that, you know, he never could have told Karen that he loved her, you know, or even the fact that, you know, if I say that I like her, she's gonna be like, oh, that's nice, that's so sweet. He was like, what? It was like, yeah. I'm like, Karen, you have to move slow with her. Like, she's not one of them fast. You can't just, you know. So, and he began to tell her, you know, what took place and how, you know, she got mad and didn't come home. Woody's like, oh, no, that couldn't have been my wife. I'll be like, good, where you at? Come on home. We're going to talk this out. Don't be running away from them, which is perfect of what Woody could have done with Amani. But Amani and Karen are two different types of chicks. Two different. Now, when Karen did say if Miles tried to give her a kiss, she wouldn't call the police. I ain't too sure. He said, I ain't too sure about that. Because when she told me, I felt unsafe. At that point, when he didn't touch her, just writing on the calendar, seemed like she was ready to call the police. Anybody that say they feel unsafe, basically, that's 911. Am I right? So, yeah. It's like you give him a little, then you throw him back in the shell. Give him a little and go throw back in the shell. But anyway. So yeah, basically he said that, you know, Woody said one thing Karen and Miles are gonna have to do. They're gonna have to, yeah, go slow, but don't go too slow. Like, Woody, like, don't wait too much for her, you know, because I don't want you to get lost in the process. So I thought that was some good advice. Right, so now let's move on to Bennett and Amelia. So they were out cooking dinner. Actually, he was cooking dinner. Bennett was cooking dinner for her because he said he appreciates the things that she's done. She took care of him when he was sick, and she's, you know, basically he just wants to, you know, pay her back for it. So he's cooking her dinner, which I thought was sweet. And he said he got a surprise for her. So knock at the door, and two aliens show up. Yes, aliens. I will try to put a picture right here so that you can see they're aliens. Nobody walks around looking like this. Okay. And the aliens can sing. Oh. All right. So anyway, the aliens walk in, and I wrote that down, and they start playing beautiful music. The aliens, they play beautiful music. And Bennett said that marriage is about taking care of each other. Now, I thought that was good because that's true. Marriage is about taking care of each other. It's really not being selfish. It's not just about you. It's about the person you're married to. It's about your spouse. So, yeah, and Amelia said that she enjoyed the gift, that the women can sing. She got chill bumps, and they could. Those aliens can sing, and they probably do a lot of singing where they're from. So, and you know what I wrote down? I said, basically, I don't know if Bennett knows what he's doing, but it seems like he's pretty much setting the stage for Amelia to be her house husband. Yeah, because he's cooking a dinner. He, of course, she said she don't own a mop, or she don't know what a mop is, or something like that. I don't know if she done had hired servants or what, but yeah, it just seemed like he's doing all of this household stuff, and of course she said she the one that bring in all the money, so it seemed like, you know, he just setting himself up for her to say, oh yeah, definitely you gonna be the house husband. And so anyway, so she enjoyed it. She thanked him for it. She was just ecstatic. She said that that's really the best gift she's ever gotten before. And so they went on the deck, or the balcony, yeah. And basically, you know, asked questions, and they got a chance to eat. They said if you were emotionally in need, how would you get your needs met? You know, how would you communicate that with me if I wasn't meeting your needs emotionally? And basically both of them just said they would talk. You know, I think Bennett was being funny. He said that, you know, he'd throw a tantrum, but basically they both said that we would communicate that if we wasn't getting our needs met, we'll talk about it. That's what grown folks do. All right, so back to Karen and Miles. This is when her mama, this is where her mama come in it, y'all. Okay, so Karen said all of a sudden, you know, she has this epiphany that she now wants to be more affectionate. She now wants to give Miles, you know, get more, you know, in tune with him and stuff like that. So I'm believing now, all this speculation, y'all. I'm just thinking that when she went to that apartment, you know, she probably talked to her mama, or her mama came over there, because the camera crew probably wasn't over there. And, you know, she probably talked it out with her mama. She talked with somebody. If it wasn't her mama, it was a friend or somebody. So, she was said that, so they doing yoga, some kind of yoga massage or something like that. Y'all probably know what it is, but I thought it said yoga. So she said that that she wants to be more connected with him. So this is the things that they're doing. She wants to be more intimate with him. So this is how they're going to connect. So she wants to move past the things that are holding her back. Now, this was a breakthrough therapy. This was therapeutic. Did y'all know that somebody wanted me to make sure, may not be in this video, but to make sure that I say my these and my that's. They want to make sure that I use proper pronunciation on my videos. And I told them probably not. I'm going to say that. I'm going to say Obadiah, whatever I choose to say, because why? This channel is called Kourtney and Eddie. And basically this is fun and entertainment to give to you guys. In a professional setting, I know how to talk properly. I really do. But on him, I'm going to say whatever I want to. Okay? All right. I just want to put that in there. So yeah. She said that she's not going to hold back anymore. So this was very therapeutic. I know how to say it's not therapeutic, but it's therapeutic. And so the instructor told her, you know, to give Miles a massage and take off his socks. And she was like, now that feet for a lot of people is just like, no. Now, you know, some people got horrible feet. Thank God my husband don't. I can touch his feet. I can massage his feet. But some people got horrible feet, and like touching feet is not a good thing for a lot of people. So she was a little weirded out about that, but she was able to take the hot towels and put it on his feet. And so she said that she is attracted to her husband. I told y'all. Y'all said Karen is not attracted to mine. I've been reading them comments on mine and other people and Twitter and everything. Y'all said she don't like him. On Facebook, y'all said I knew that she was attracted to him. And I don't think that's just her words. I can tell by her body language, y'all. She loved to touch them arms. I'm watching you, Cameron girl. So, yeah, she said that she's attracted to her husband and she wants to be intimate with him. So she said she has to get past these barriers, these things that's holding her back. She said that. And I'm sure that maybe she talked to her mama, her friends and stuff like that and say, hey, you got to get past this. So I thought that this right here was much needed. When it was all over, Miles was like he done smoked him a good old cigarette or something because he was very relaxed. And so, yeah, and the massages will do it for you. I'm telling you, I need one right now. So, yeah, I think this was a good step in the right direction. She had to make up for being such a not a good wife. She really had to make up for that. And hopefully she apologized. Hopefully he's in a better place. But I still think that there may be some, you know, maybe a little fear, the fear of going forward for him. All right, so let's move on to Olivia and Brett, the boring couple. So this trivia game and all that stuff, whatever. So she wanted him to come to, you know, a trivia game with her and her friends. I've never seen nothing like this before. And so Brett, you know, sit down or whatever, and he didn't participate in the game because he said this is not trivia. It's like trivia is where you actually, you know, answer the questions and stuff like that. He said, I really don't understand. And they was like, Brett, do you know the answer? Participate. He's like, nope, I'm not, because this is not what I like to do. I don't understand what they're doing and I don't want to. So Olivia get all in her feelings because she was like, he don't be around my friend. Well, he don't like this game. And yes, Brett could have compromised. Yeah, he could have loosened up a little bit, but y'all know how he is. He's stubborn. But if you wanted him to get to know your friends, then alleviate the game part and just sit around and talk like y'all did before. Just have a good time. So I don't know. I think Olivia was just too much in her feelings. But of course, Brett could have loosened up a little bit. So anyway, let's get past that. So Amelia and Bennett are doing a bike ride and everything, and they just asking each other questions, and they were sitting down talking, and he said that just asking her questions like, what do you think, is there anything that let me see. Bennett asks, anything I have done in this relationship that annoyed you? I want to make sure I write this, said it to y'all right. And so she was like, no. And so he's like, well, let me give you mine. Mine is, you didn't wash the dishes good. And so she was like, okay. That's what, still going to that cleaning thing. She was like, well, you wash dishes. He ain't doing nothing but setting himself up. So she said she can't think of nothing. So he went through this list of things. And so she was like, well, I do that too. But no, that's not annoying. No. So it kind of concerns him that she don't have pet peeves, because in his past relationships, he said he ended up putting a woman up on this pedestal. And I guess, at one point she fell off. So he was getting annoyed at that. So let's move on to that couple that walked in, that beautiful black couple, honey. Come on now, black love done walked in. Mr. and Mrs. What's their name? Randall, King and Queen. I'm going to try to put a picture right here. Man, they walked in. What you say? Amani, did I say Woody and Amani? Amani walked in like a queen, honey. She dressed up well. And so I like this date with them because, both of them are into fashion. Both of them are into clothes. And, Woody want to show off his girl and she wants to be showed off. And so he was like, you look good. And so she was like, thank you. And so he was like, you can always take your time. You're going to be looking that good. So she enjoyed it, And what girl don't love to get dolled up and look good for their man and stuff. So, he was blowing kisses to her and stuff like that. And so she was like, you always blowing kisses? He was like, yeah, because I really want to kiss you, but I know I can't because, they're across the table. So anyway, they have this conversation. He said, did it scare you that I said that I was falling in love with you? And so she was like, no, it really didn't scare me because, you are a little faster than me. I know I'm slow and you're a little faster than me. So it really didn't scare me. So she said yes and no. She said, and then, yes, it did scare me because I don't want you to fall out of love with me. I want these feelings to remain. But I want my feelings more so to be more accurate. I don't want to just say it because you said it. And he said, I don't want you to say it just because I said it. I want you to be in tune with him, and when you're ready to say it, but I just want to let you know. And so he was like, because we ain't, dropping out of this thing. We ain't falling out. She was like, what you mean? Like, we ain't, she was like, I can fall out if I want to. Basically, he was saying, because we ain't finna get a divorce. He was like, you got to go down there and do paperwork and all that stuff. So she was like, what that mean? I can go put in the paperwork. I can do that. So I'm like, what is when it went left? It's almost like Amani feels like you're not finna control me and tell me what to do. Maybe that's some things that she had in her past, but I don't think that's what he was saying. I think he's saying that, hey, we in it for life, but she got something about being told exactly what to do, or a man having all this control over her. So now let's move on to the last piece of this is Harry and Christina. So what do you feel? They was having to do the question, the questions they put in, and so they picked the questions. What do you fear the most? Christina said that I wouldn't have fun with you, but you're fun. So she was like, that's one thing that I would think that, I wouldn't have fun. But of course we had to get to this point because, she's been frustrated, complaining, messing with production and all that stuff with her bad attitude and impatientness. But now, I guess, she having fun with it. And what I think I can compromise is, I think that's the question. One thing that Harry said that he's going to do is treat her with respect. put forth an effort and try to be more comfortable, try to be more comfortable, trying to loosen up and, get out of his shell. Why do you think that this marriage will work? Christina said, I want to be married to a good person, and I think that good person is you. Karen said, it's a struggle to find something serious. It's been a struggle for him to find something serious out there, and he does understand that this is a process and it's been hard, but he really wants to see the payoff. So he's in it for the long haul as much as he can do, if both of them, work. So they did say that their chemistry is getting better and everything, and they did make fun that, he moved like a turtle. And so she said, she can see the walls coming down, and, if they continue to come down, she said that they will be unstoppable. So that's that. All right, you guys. So, that was a pretty long review, but I don't know. Tell me what y'all think. I thought this episode was pretty good. That's probably why it was so long. I am eager to see Karen and Miles proceed and to get better. I am happy that Woody and Amani are still in a good place. I think that they will come to, certain, of course, things in the road that they'll have to get over. But like all marriages, Bennett and Amelia, I think that they're going to get to some hard issues as far as, her going off to residency or doing residency. Bennett and Bert and Olivia, boring. That's over. Hearing Christina, I see some hope. Not really sure, but it's something. It's more than Brett and Olivia, because they just at the bottom of the totem pole. All right, on that note, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Don't forget again to subscribe to this amazing channel. If you're watching us via Facebook, make sure that you like and follow. And on all social media sites, do comment and like down below. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I will see you guys on the next episode of Married at First Sight, and see you in the next video. Deuces.